Okay guys, let's have a little look at this intro for this paper then. We'll go through it quite quickly, see what's what, see if there's anything to note, and try and simulate the process that we would go through if we were in an exam. Just take a moment just before the exam, hopefully, when we're sat at our desk, if we can, or right at the beginning when we've got a minute, first minute of the exam. So we're only talking about a minute or two, just have a quick look through the paper, see exactly what we want to do, maybe avoid any nasty questions to start with. Just so that we can get off to a good start. So look for something we enjoy, something we find easy to begin with. By the way, I've inverted all the colours for this particular series of this actual paper on the videos as well, just to see what they look like. So it's a C1 Maths exam, 90 minutes. Okay, so we got our answer booklet, we've got a formula booklet. We need a black pen, a few black pens clearly. We need to answer all questions, all of them. Doesn't matter in what order, of course. We need to show our methods. We know the marks on the questions, and we need to explain things to the reader. A good English and orderly presentation of our answers. So the part A then. Right, we've got two coordinates, A and B. L passes through the point B, L1, and is perpendicular. Find the gradient of AB, that's easy. Once you find the gradient and L1 is perpendicular, that's not too bad because you know the gradient. And it passes through the point B, so that's okay. But this is looking rather a long question, so it's doable. Not particularly difficult, but it just seems like it's going to take an awful lot of time. And if we get caught on it, if we get waylaid, we could spend up a lot of time and maybe not get quite so many marks. Now, I'd rather get some marks under my belt, so I'll flick on to 2 then. Yeah, I'd definitely have a look at this. I like surds, so personally, my own preference, I'd do that one first, as it seems to be the custom I'm adopting with this paper, in these exams. Curve, find the equation of the tangent to C. Lovely. Differentiation, nice and simple. X-coordinate, gradient, tangent, equation of. Number 3 is nice. So 2 and 3, lovely. Easy marks there, easy questions. Complete the square. Yep, 4's good. Nice and simple question, complete in its own right. Just complete the square. Okay, and then sketch the graph, because once you've completed the square, you can look at it and sketch the graph. So yeah, that's another good one to do. The curve has this equation. L has this equation. L and C intersect at 2 distinct points, so let them equal one another. We'll have a quadratic in X. We know that the discriminant needs to be b squared is greater than 4ac, so we can get the quadratic. Once we know the quadratic, we can factorize it, look at how it is. It's a U-shaped curve, find the roots, and we can satisfy that inequality. So 5 is a good one as well. So I like this paper already. First principles, easy. 6 is nice. 7, what about the binomial question then? Well, let's expand this, and then simplifying each term, nice and easy. And this definitely is a binomial formula. This one here, because we're dealing with coefficients of x squared and x's, and so 5 times one is 5 times the other, and we need to find n. So again, a little bit less trivial, 7 for me, as a matter of personal preference. 8. So I think 7 and 8, they're starting to get more challenging. 9 and 10 are always long-winded, and I find them a bit boring actually, those sketches and stuff, so I'd always leave them to the end for the sketches for question 9. Oh, question 10 is different. Volume. You've got this sheet of metal, haven't you? Cut out the corners, you form a volume, show the volume, that's nice and easy, and then differentiation. Show it's a maximum, so that's nice. So I think 2 through to about 6 was nice. I'd get done with those personally. Then I'd probably do 10, and then I'd come back to doing 7 and 8, 1 and 9. Probably leave 9 to the end, and maybe 1 nearer the end as well. So that would be my general approach personally, but I like to choose the questions that I like, or I can find easy and I can get done and dusted in double quick time. And then the ones I'm not quite so keen on, which are more tedious, I find more tedious or long-winded, I'll generally leave those toward the end of the exam. So that's the approach then I would adopt, and you obviously need to have your own approach, what you prefer. But think about it before you go into the exam, what approach you're going to adopt. And if you finish early, double check. If you finish double checking, triple check, of course. Use every minute you can available to you in that simple little 1.5 hours examination time. So if you have a properly prepare, you're going to take a lot of the stress, aren't you, out of going into the exam, running through the questions. It's going to be, well, it should be a bit of a breeze, really, shouldn't it? If you prepared it properly and you know what you're doing. Yeah? So I hope you enjoyed this series of questions then and benefit from the videos. And if, by all means, send me an email, any questions you've got. If I've got time, I might, well, send you back a response and a YouTube video link of any solutions to problems that you have. Okay, all the best then, guys, and I'll catch you in another series of videos, hopefully. Cheers!